Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about something more powerful than money, attention, or approval. Self-respect. Many people want confidence. Many people want success. But deep inside, they do not truly respect themselves. Why? Because they break promises to themselves. They quit too easily. They avoid difficult things. And slowly, they lose trust in their own mind. Listen carefully. Self-respect is not built by words. It is built by actions. Every time you stay disciplined, your self-respect grows. Every time you keep your promise, your self-respect grows. Every time you continue during hard times, your self-respect becomes stronger. In this video, you will learn 6 powerful lessons about how to build real self-respect and become mentally stronger. Everything is explained in very simple English for beginners. So open your mind, stay focused, and let's begin. Lesson 1. Do hard things daily. One of the biggest reasons many people lose self-respect is this. They always choose comfort. Easy choices, easy habits, easy distractions. They avoid difficult things because discomfort feels painful. But listen carefully. A comfortable life can slowly create a weak mind. Why? Because strength grows through challenge. Just like muscles grow through resistance, your mind also grows through difficulty. If you never challenge yourself, your discipline becomes weak. And when discipline becomes weak, self-respect slowly disappears. Think about it carefully. Every time you avoid something difficult, your mind notices it. Every time you quit too early, your brain remembers it. And slowly, you stop trusting yourself. But something powerful happens when you start doing hard things daily. Your mind starts learning. I can control myself. I can stay disciplined. I can handle discomfort. That feeling builds real self-respect. Another important thing is this. Hard things do not always mean huge, difficult tasks. Small, difficult actions matter too. Waking up early when your body wants more sleep. Exercising when you feel lazy. Studying when your phone distracts you. Practicing English when you feel nervous. These moments may look small, but they are building mental strength quietly. Most people only do things when they feel motivated. But motivation changes every day. Some days you feel excited. Some days you feel tired. If your life depends only on motivation, discipline will stay weak. Strong people understand something powerful. Discipline matters more than feelings. They continue even when they do not feel like it. That is what creates inner strength. Another dangerous thing about comfort is this. Comfort becomes addictive. The more people avoid difficulty, the weaker their tolerance for discomfort becomes. Then even small problems feel overwhelming. This is why many people give up quickly today. Their mind never learned how to stay strong during hard moments. But when you train yourself to face discomfort regularly, your mental toughness grows. For example, imagine taking cold showers every morning. At first, it feels uncomfortable. Your body wants warmth and comfort. But when you still step into the cold water, your brain learns an important lesson. I can do difficult things even when I feel uncomfortable. That lesson becomes powerful later in life. Because life will not always feel comfortable. Problems will come. Pressure will come. Stressful situations will happen. And during those moments, mental strength matters deeply. Another important truth is this. Self-respect is not built by talking. It is built by action. Many people say, I want to change my life. I want confidence. I want discipline. But their daily habits stay the same. Listen carefully. Your habits create your identity. If you constantly choose comfort over growth, your confidence becomes weak. But when you repeatedly choose discipline, your self-image changes. You begin seeing yourself differently. You begin respecting yourself more. Another powerful thing about hard things is this: they build self-control. And self-control is one of the most important skills in life. A person who controls emotions, habits, and actions becomes powerful. But self-control grows through practice. Every time you resist distraction, self-control grows. Every time you stay focused during discomfort, self-control grows. Another mistake many people make is avoiding pain completely. They think happiness means constant comfort. But real growth often feels uncomfortable. Learning new skills feels uncomfortable. Changing habits feels uncomfortable. Improving life feels uncomfortable. That discomfort is normal. Do not fear it. Growth lives inside discomfort. Another powerful lesson is this: hard things create confidence faster than easy things. Why? Because every difficult challenge you survive teaches your brain, I am stronger than I thought. That feeling changes your mindset deeply. For example, a person who exercises regularly feels stronger mentally too. A person who studies consistently feels more disciplined. A person who keeps promises during difficult days builds deeper self-trust. This is why difficult habits are powerful. They shape identity. Another important thing you must understand is this: you do not need to become perfect immediately. Start small. Very small. Wake up slightly earlier. Exercise for a few minutes. Read daily. Practice English consistently. Small, difficult habits repeated daily become powerful later. Another dangerous habit is always choosing short-term pleasure. Scrolling social media, avoiding work, quitting quickly. These things feel good temporarily, but later they create regret. Discipline feels hard now, but creates pride later. Comfort feels good now, but often creates weakness later. You must decide which pain you want: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Another important truth is this: the strongest relationship you build is the relationship with yourself. Every time you stay disciplined, you build trust inside your mind. And trust creates self-respect. Imagine telling yourself, I will practice English daily, then actually doing it. Your brain starts believing you. That belief creates confidence. But if you constantly break promises to yourself, your mind stops trusting you. That weakens self-respect. Another powerful lesson is this: strong people are not people who never feel discomfort. Strong people are people who continue despite discomfort. That is the difference. Remember this carefully. Doing hard things daily is not punishment. It is training. Training for discipline. Training for confidence. Training for a stronger future. And every time you choose growth over comfort, your self-respect becomes stronger than before. Lesson 2. Control your emotions. Their emotions control everything. Anger controls them. Fear controls them. Laziness controls them. Sadness controls them. And because of this, they make decisions they later regret. Listen carefully. Real strength is not physical power. Real strength is emotional control. A person who cannot control emotions cannot fully control life. Many people believe strength means shouting loudly, reacting quickly, or showing aggression. That is not true. Anyone can react emotionally. But staying calm during difficult moments takes real power. Imagine two people facing the same problem. The first person becomes angry immediately. They panic, shout, lose control. The second person stays calm. They think carefully, control emotions, search for solutions. Who looks stronger? Of course, the second person. Because emotional control creates stability, and stability creates self-respect. Another important truth is this: your emotions are temporary, but your actions create long-term consequences. Many people destroy relationships, opportunities, and peace because they react emotionally in one moment. One angry message, one emotional decision, one moment of lost control, and later they regret it deeply. That is why emotional discipline matters so much. Strong people feel emotions too. They feel anger, stress, fear, sadness, but they do not allow emotions to completely control their behavior. That is the difference. Another dangerous thing about emotional weakness is this: it makes life unstable. Some people feel motivated one day and lazy the next day. So they constantly start and stop everything. They depend too much on feelings. But feelings change constantly. If your discipline depends only on emotion, consistency becomes impossible. Strong people understand something powerful. Not every feeling deserves obedience. Sometimes you must act correctly even when emotions disagree. For example, you may feel lazy but still exercise. You may feel nervous but still speak English. You may feel sad but still continue your responsibilities. That is emotional strength. Another important thing is this: controlling emotions does not mean becoming emotionless. It means becoming balanced. It means understanding emotions without becoming controlled by them. For example, when someone insults weak people, they react immediately. Anger takes over. But emotionally strong people pause first. They think carefully before reacting. Why? Because they understand that not every situation deserves emotional energy. This creates peace. Another dangerous habit many people have is reacting instantly to everything. Social media comments, criticism, small problems. Their mood changes constantly because they react to every little thing. But strong people protect their peace carefully. They do not allow every opinion or situation to control their emotions. This is powerful. Another important truth is this: emotional control builds confidence. Why? Because when you know you can stay calm during pressure, you trust yourself more deeply. That self-trust creates self-respect. Imagine someone who always loses control during stress. Deep inside, they feel weak. But a person who stays calm during difficult moments feels mentally stronger. That feeling changes confidence completely. Another thing you must understand is this: many emotional reactions come from lack of awareness. People react automatically without thinking. But awareness creates control. When emotions appear, pause for a moment, breathe deeply, think clearly, then decide your action. This small habit can change your life. Another powerful lesson is this: silence is sometimes stronger than reaction. Not every insult needs an answer. Not every argument deserves your energy. Many people destroy their peace trying to win useless fights. But emotionally strong people know when to stay quiet. That is maturity. Another dangerous thing about uncontrolled emotions is impulsive decisions. Some people make life-changing decisions during temporary emotions. They quit too quickly. They say painful things. They destroy opportunities. Then later they regret everything. This is why patience matters deeply. Strong people do not make important decisions during emotional storms. They calm themselves first. Then they think clearly. Another important truth is this: the world becomes easier to handle when your emotions become stronger. Problems still exist. Stress still exists. But emotionally disciplined people recover faster. They adapt faster. They continue moving forward. This is why emotional control is one of the biggest forms of self-respect. Because it shows your mind is stronger than temporary feelings. Another powerful thing you must understand is this. Every time you control an emotional reaction, you build inner strength. Every time you stay calm during anger, you become stronger. Every time you continue despite fear, you become stronger. Every time you resist laziness, you become stronger. Little by little, emotional discipline changes your personality completely. Another important lesson is this. You cannot always control life, but you can learn to control your response to life. And that ability creates power. Remember this carefully. Weak people are controlled by emotions. Strong people learn how to control emotions. And the moment your mind becomes stronger than your feelings, your self-respect begins growing deeply from inside. Lesson 3. Stop quitting when life gets hard. Many people start things with excitement, new habits, new goals, new dreams. At the beginning, they feel motivated, they feel powerful, inspired, ready to change their life. But then something happens. Life becomes difficult. Progress becomes slow. Motivation becomes weak. Problems appear. And suddenly, they quit. Listen carefully. Anyone can feel motivated when life feels easy. But real strength appears during difficult moments. That is where self-respect is built. Every time you continue during hard days, your mind becomes stronger. And every time you quit too quickly, your mind loses trust in you. Think about this carefully. When you constantly quit things, your brain starts learning a dangerous lesson. I cannot depend on myself. That feeling destroys confidence deeply. But when you continue despite discomfort, your brain learns something powerful. I can handle difficult situations. That creates self-respect. Another important truth is this. Hard moments are normal. Many people think difficulty means they are failing. That is not true. Discomfort is part of growth. Learning English feels hard sometimes. Building discipline feels hard sometimes. Improving life feels hard sometimes. That is completely normal. Nothing meaningful becomes easy immediately. Imagine going to the gym for the first time. Your body feels tired and uncomfortable. But if you continue training consistently, your body slowly becomes stronger. Life works the same way. Mental strength grows through resistance. Another dangerous thing many people do is depending too much on motivation. They think, if I feel motivated, I will continue. But motivation changes every day. Some days you feel inspired. Some days you feel tired. Strong people understand something important. Discipline matters more than feelings. They continue even when motivation disappears. That is what separates strong people from weak people. Another important lesson is this. Most successful people are not always more talented. Often they are simply more consistent. They stayed longer, tried longer, continued longer. While others quit, they kept moving forward. That persistence changed their future. Another dangerous habit is romanticizing easy success. Social media often makes success look fast and simple. People see the result, but they do not see the years of struggle behind it. They do not see the failures, the stress, the loneliness, the hard work. Because of this, many people become discouraged when life becomes difficult. They think, maybe I am not good enough. No, difficulty is part of the process. Another powerful truth is this. Quitting becomes a habit too. The more you quit difficult things, the easier quitting becomes. Soon you start quitting everything: goals, dreams, habits, responsibilities. And slowly, your self-respect disappears. But persistence also becomes a habit. The more you continue during hard times, the stronger your discipline becomes. Another important thing is this: you do not need huge progress every day. Small progress still matters. Some days you may feel powerful. Some days you may feel weak. That is normal. The goal is not perfection. The goal is continuing. Even small effort during difficult days builds mental toughness. For example, practicing English for 10 minutes during a stressful day still matters. Exercising a little during a difficult week still matters. Small, consistent action creates long-term growth. Another dangerous thing people do is comparing their journey to others. They see someone succeeding faster and feel discouraged. But listen carefully. Life is not a race. Some people grow quickly. Some grow slowly. Both are okay. The important thing is not quitting on yourself. Another powerful lesson is this: pain is temporary, but regret can last for years. Many people regret the dreams they abandoned too early. Not because success was impossible, but because they stopped trying too soon. Do not let temporary discomfort destroy your future. Another important truth is this: hard times reveal your character. Easy days do not show real strength. Anyone can smile when life feels comfortable. But staying disciplined during difficult moments creates real power. That is why struggle can become valuable. Struggle trains resilience, and resilience creates self-respect. Another thing you must understand is this: you become stronger every time you survive something difficult. Every challenge teaches something. Every painful moment builds experience. And every time you continue despite difficulty, your confidence grows deeper. Because now your mind knows, I do not quit easily. That feeling is powerful. Another dangerous habit is waiting for life to feel easy again before taking action. Some people stop everything during difficult seasons, but strong people continue even during imperfect days. They understand that consistency during hard times creates transformation. Another important lesson is this: your future depends greatly on what you do when things become difficult. Anyone can start. Few people continue. And the people who continue are usually the people who eventually succeed. Remember this carefully. Self-respect is not built during easy moments. It is built when life becomes hard, and you still refuse to give up on yourself. Lesson 4. Keep your word to yourself. Many people make promises every day. I will wake up early tomorrow. I will practice English daily. I will stop wasting time. I will change my life. But when the moment comes to take action, they ignore their own words. They choose comfort instead of discipline. And slowly, something dangerous happens. Their mind stops trusting them. Listen carefully. The relationship you have with yourself is extremely important. Every promise you keep builds self-trust. Every promise you break weakens self-trust. Think about it carefully. If someone constantly lies to you, eventually you stop trusting them. The same thing happens inside your own mind. When you repeatedly break promises to yourself, your brain starts believing, my words do not matter. I cannot depend on myself. And that feeling destroys confidence deeply. Another important truth is this: self-respect grows through integrity. Integrity means your actions match your words. If you say you will do something, you do it. Even when you feel tired. Even when life feels difficult. even when motivation disappears. That consistency creates inner strength. Many people only follow promises when they feel motivated, but motivation changes constantly. Some days you feel inspired. Some days you feel lazy. If your discipline depends only on feelings, your habits become unstable. Strong people understand something powerful. Feelings change. Values should not. That is why disciplined people continue even during difficult days. Another dangerous thing many people do is making too many empty promises. They talk a lot about goals, but take very little action. And over time, their own mind stops respecting their words. Listen carefully. Talking about change is not the same as changing. Action creates self-respect, not words. Another powerful lesson is this: small promises matter too. Some people think only big goals are important. No. Small daily promises shape your identity. Waking up on time, studying consistently, exercising regularly, keeping your routines. These small actions train your brain to trust you, and trust creates confidence. Another important thing is this: every time you keep a promise during hard moments, your mental strength grows. Why? Because your brain learns. I can rely on myself even during discomfort. That feeling becomes powerful later in life. For example, imagine promising yourself, I will practice English every day. Then one day you feel tired and distracted, but you still practice, even for a short time. That action may look small, but inside your mind, something important happens. You build self-trust, and self-trust becomes self-respect. Another dangerous habit is constantly making excuses. I was too tired. I will start tomorrow. I did not feel motivated. Excuses may feel comfortable temporarily, but later they create guilt and weakness. Strong people take responsibility instead of hiding behind excuses. Another important truth is this: keeping promises to yourself changes your identity. At first, discipline feels difficult, but little by little, your brain starts seeing you differently. You stop seeing yourself as lazy or weak. You begin seeing yourself as reliable, and that identity creates confidence naturally. Another powerful thing you must understand is this: you do not need perfection. Nobody follows every promise perfectly all the time. The goal is consistency, not perfection. If you fail one day, do not quit completely. Start again. Continue moving forward. Self-respect grows through persistence too. Another important lesson is this: people who respect themselves deeply usually trust themselves deeply too. They know, if I say I will do something, I will try my best to do it. That mindset creates emotional stability, because now your confidence no longer depends only on motivation or outside approval. It comes from your relationship with yourself. Another dangerous thing about breaking promises is emotional disappointment. Many people feel frustrated with themselves because they constantly avoid their own goals. Deep inside, they know they are capable of more. But repeated self-betrayal creates emotional pain. Listen carefully. The strongest relationship in your life is the relationship you build with yourself. Protect it carefully. Another powerful truth is this: discipline creates freedom. Many people think discipline feels restrictive, but discipline actually creates confidence, peace, and self-control. A disciplined person trusts themselves, and self-trust creates freedom from guilt, regret, and chaos. Another important thing is this: keeping your word builds silent confidence. You may not notice it immediately, but every disciplined action slowly changes your energy. You walk differently, think differently, feel differently. Why? Because deep inside, your mind knows. I respect myself enough to follow through. That feeling is powerful. Remember this carefully. Every promise you keep is building your future identity. And every time your actions match your words, your self-respect becomes stronger than before. Lesson 5. Stay strong, even when nobody is watching. Many people act hardworking only when others are watching. They want praise, attention, recognition. But when nobody watches them, they become lazy. They waste time, ignore goals, break promises to themselves. Listen carefully. Real character appears in private. Who you are alone matters more than who you pretend to be in public. Anyone can act disciplined for attention. But strong people stay disciplined even in silence. Why? Because they are not working only for approval. They are working for self-respect. Another important truth is this. A person who only works hard for applause becomes emotionally weak. Their motivation depends on outside validation. If people praise them, they feel motivated. If people ignore them, they lose energy. That is dangerous. Because real discipline should come from inside. Strong people continue improving even when nobody notices. They study quietly, practice quietly, grow quietly. And that silent discipline builds deep confidence. Imagine two people. The first person only exercises when others are watching. The second person exercises regularly even when completely alone. Who will build stronger discipline? Of course, the second person, because private habits create real identity. Another dangerous thing many people do is performing for society. They want to look successful instead of actually becoming successful. So they post goals online, talk about dreams constantly, but behind closed doors, they avoid hard work. Listen carefully. Real growth happens in silence. The workouts nobody sees, the study sessions nobody praises, the discipline nobody claps for. That is where transformation begins. Another important thing is this. When nobody watches you, temptation becomes stronger. Your phone distracts you. Laziness appears. Comfort feels attractive. This is the moment where self-respect is tested. Can you still stay focused? Can you still do what is right even without reward? That is real mental strength. Another powerful truth is this. Private discipline creates public confidence. Many people want confidence without discipline. But confidence grows when your mind trusts you. And your mind trusts you when you consistently do difficult things, especially alone. For example, imagine practicing English every day quietly. No applause, no attention. But month after month, your speaking improves. Your confidence improves. And one day people notice your growth. But they do not see the silent discipline behind it. This is how real success works. Another dangerous habit is needing constant motivation from others. Some people cannot continue unless someone pushes them. But strong people learn self-motivation. They understand something powerful. Their future depends on their private habits, not public performance. Another important truth is this. Lonely work often creates powerful people. Many strong individuals spent years improving quietly before anyone respected them. Why? Because growth takes time, and most important growth happens privately first. A tree grows underground before becoming visible above the ground. The same thing happens with discipline. Your private habits slowly shape your future. Another thing you must understand is this. When you stay disciplined alone, you prove something important to yourself. I can depend on myself. That feeling creates deep self-respect. Because now your discipline no longer depends on attention. It comes from your values. Another dangerous thing about living only for attention is emotional emptiness. People who constantly seek validation often feel lost when nobody notices them. Why? Because they built their confidence on outside approval instead of inner strength. But disciplined people feel peaceful even in silence. Why? Because they know their growth is real. Another powerful lesson is this: the strongest people are often very disciplined privately. They wake up early quietly, practice quietly, improve quietly. They do not need to announce everything, because their focus is growth, not attention. Another important truth is this: your private habits eventually become your public reality. People only see results later. They do not see the silent effort behind those results. That is why patience matters. Do not become discouraged if nobody notices your hard work immediately. Real growth takes time. Another thing you must remember is this: your relationship with yourself is always watching. Even when society cannot see your actions, your mind sees them. Every time you stay disciplined privately, your self-respect grows. Every time you choose growth over comfort, your confidence becomes stronger. Another dangerous habit is pretending to be productive while secretly avoiding real work. Some people love talking about success, but hate discipline. Listen carefully. Dreams without private effort remain fantasies. Real transformation needs consistent action, even during lonely moments. Another powerful truth is this: silence can build greatness. Many successful people spent years improving quietly before the world noticed them. So, do not underestimate silent discipline. Your quiet habits today may completely change your future later. Remember this carefully. The real test of character is not who you are when people watch you. The real test is who you are when nobody is watching. And you still choose discipline, growth, and self-respect anyway. Lesson 6. Accept responsibility for your life. Weak people blame everything: society, parents, bad luck, problems, other people. And because they blame everything outside themselves, they never truly change their life. Listen carefully. Blaming may feel comfortable for a moment, but it creates weakness. Why? Because blame removes control. When you constantly blame others, your mind starts believing, "My life is not in my hands." That mindset destroys confidence and self-respect. Strong people think differently. Even when life feels unfair, they ask, "What can I do now? How can I improve? How can I grow from this situation?" That mindset creates power. Another important truth is this: taking responsibility does not mean life is always your fault. Sometimes bad things happen unexpectedly. People hurt you. Problems appear. Life becomes difficult. But even then, you still control your response. And your response shapes your future. This is powerful, because the moment you take responsibility for your actions, habits, and mindset, your life begins changing. Another dangerous thing many people do is using excuses constantly. I do not have time. I am too tired. My situation is difficult. I will start tomorrow. Excuses protect comfort temporarily, but later they create regret. Strong people may feel tired too, but they continue anyway. Why? Because they understand something important. Responsibility creates self-respect. Every time you take ownership of your life, your confidence grows stronger. Another important thing is this: you cannot control everything in life, but you can control many important things: your habits, your effort, your attitude, your discipline, your learning. And focusing on these things creates growth. Many people waste energy complaining about things they cannot control. Politics, society, other people's opinions. Meanwhile, disciplined people focus on improving themselves. That focus creates progress. Another powerful lesson is this: responsibility creates freedom. At first, responsibility feels heavy, but later it becomes empowering. Why? Because now your future is no longer controlled only by luck or outside situations. Now your actions matter. Your choices matter. Your habits matter. That realization changes everything. Another dangerous habit is waiting for rescue. Some people spend years waiting for someone else to change their life. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for opportunities. Waiting for perfect conditions. But strong people stop waiting. They take action with what they already have. That is real maturity. Another important truth is this: responsible people trust themselves more deeply. Why? Because they stop running from reality. They face problems honestly. If they make mistakes, they admit them. If they fail, they learn from it. This creates inner strength. Weak people avoid responsibility because responsibility feels uncomfortable. But avoiding responsibility creates long-term suffering. Another powerful thing about responsibility is this: it builds discipline naturally. When you truly accept responsibility for your future, your daily actions start changing. You stop wasting time carelessly. You become more focused, more aware, more serious about growth. Because now you understand, no one else will build my future for me. Another important thing you must understand is this: complaining too much weakens the mind. Some people complain every day, but take very little action. Listen carefully. Complaining without action changes nothing. Strong people spend less time complaining and more time improving. That mindset creates self-respect. Another dangerous thing about blaming others is bitterness. People who constantly blame life often become angry and negative. Why? Because they feel powerless. But responsible people feel stronger emotionally because they focus on solutions instead of excuses. Another powerful lesson is this: responsibility helps you grow faster. The moment you stop saying, "It is everyone else's fault," you finally begin improving yourself honestly. That honesty creates transformation. Another important truth is this: you become stronger every time you face reality bravely. Admitting mistakes takes courage. Changing habits takes courage. Improving life takes courage. But that courage builds confidence deeply. Another thing you must remember is this: your future is shaped by your daily choices. Small actions matter. Waking up on time matters. Practicing discipline matters. Learning skills matters. Protecting your mindset matters. These small, responsible actions slowly build a powerful life. Another dangerous habit is avoiding difficult conversations with yourself. Many people know what they should change, but they ignore it. Listen carefully. Growth begins the moment you become honest with yourself. Honest about your habits, your excuses, your weaknesses. Because honesty creates awareness, and awareness creates change. Another powerful truth is this: the strongest people are usually the people who take responsibility for their own growth. They stop waiting for perfect situations. They stop blaming the world constantly. And they begin building themselves step by step. That mindset creates real self-respect. Remember this carefully. Responsibility is not punishment. Responsibility is power. Because the moment you accept responsibility for your life, You stop becoming a victim of circumstances and start becoming the creator of your future. If you want real confidence, start building self-respect. Do hard things, control your emotions, keep your promises, and continue even during difficult days. Because the strongest relationship you will ever build is the relationship with yourself. If this video helped you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful motivational and life-changing videos. See you in the next video.